Okay, all right, everybody. So thanks for being on today. We're going to be going through the Live Guide from doTERRA. And the purpose of this appointment is to be able to show you the other products that doTERRA carries. So when we are in an intro class, which you guys all attended, and what we're able to cover in that amount of time is really the most commonly used oils, usually the top 10 most commonly used oils, where we can address things like sleep and digestion and respiratory needs. But what we can go over today is really a lot more extensive, and we can talk about things that have to do with nutrition and cleaning out toxins in our home and addressing emotional support. So that's all contained in the Live Guide from doTERRA. And this is something that you can download in your back office, or you can download through doTERRA.com. And they have it there. You can also purchase a hard copy if you want one from your shopping cart. It's under business tools, and I think they're around $1.50 each. So if that's something that you want to have a paper copy, they're really nice to have, really colorful, as you're going to see as we're going through it. Or the person who got you started with doTERRA may have some on hand. So if you want one, make sure you reach out to them and see if they can get one to you. So we're going to get started with the Live Guide. Let me have this go full screen. Oh, here we go. Okay, can you guys see my screen? If you can, just nod your head. Do you guys see it? Okay, cool. All right, so this is the Live Guide from doTERRA, and what we're going over today is a lifestyle overview. Because what we're really hoping is that as you get started using the oils, it's not just something that you save on a shelf for when you really, really need it. This is something that can benefit your body if it's used every single day. The more you use it, the more benefits you're going to see. Okay, so it's going to start off here by really congratulating you in taking this step in getting involved in self-directed healthcare. That's really what this is. Sometimes in our society, we have a tendency to have more of the ambulance mentality. Hi, Linda. Where we only start to address things when they get really, really bad, and we end up in the emergency room. And that's not the best way to care for our body. It's not the best for anything. Once you wait for something to get that bad, then the recovery is a really long time. It's very expensive and it's very extensive. So the more that we can address things as they pop up, as we start noticing them, the better it is for our body. So congratulations on taking this step and really being self-directed and maybe kind of the pioneer of your family in starting to embrace natural solutions for things that are going on with your health. So on the right side of the page, you're going to see doTERRA's wellness lifestyle pyramid. And at the bottom, so the base of our pyramid has to do with eating right. So eating right is really the foundation for health. It does matter what we eat. So that's why this is included. But in addition to eating as well as we can, there are also supplements that we can take that are going to fill in the gaps of what we can't get through our diet and what can really be targeted to supporting our digestive health and giving our body the nutrients that it needs to build and repair. So that's what we're going to talk about on that layer. The next step up has to do with exercise. So that is a really important part of our daily life. We have to be moving, whether that is just going for a walk outside and breathing in fresh air. That has huge impact on your mental health and your physical health, or bike riding or whatever it is. Our society today has become very sedentary. We sit a lot. We sit in front of our computers. We sit in the car going to and from work. And they correlate sitting to the new smoking. That's how bad it is for your body. So it's really important that we are getting out and doing something. But as you start doing stuff, you might notice aches and pains. So that's what we're going to talk about in that group. The next step up from there in blue has to do with resting and managing stress. This is a really key component for our health as well. Stress is very damaging to our health. It leads to digestive problems, heart problems, blood pressure problems. So getting good rest and lowering our stress levels has a big impact on your life. And then above that is reducing your toxic load. They say we're exposed to more toxins in one day than our great-grandparents were in their entire lifetime. So that's something that we really can and need to be more proactive about, is reducing the toxicity in our household. And then above that, in purple, informed self-care. So what are things we can do to support our immune system and support healthy cells? Because we need healthy cells turning over, not damaged ones. And so we're going to talk about that towards the end. And being proactive in our medical care, which is really what you guys are doing today, and what you've done by taking this step into getting started with doTERRA is being proactive in what you are looking for your health. So that first one in green was eating right. So in addition to eating the most nutritious organic foods that we can, there are things that we can add, supplements we can add that are going to help support our cells, our inflammation, different things that are going on in your body. And a big key component of that is this lifelong vitality pack. So doTERRA, in addition to being an amazing oil company, we are now confirmed as the largest essential oil company in the world. We have very high quality certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils that we use for targeted health benefits, which they have sourced from around the world where they grow best. But in addition to that, they're also a huge science company. We have a scientific advisory board of over 27 scientists that are working all day, every day on not only the best nutrition and the best quality of what they're putting in the supplements, but also the delivery system to our body. And that's really key, because you can be taking in great quality ingredients, but if it's not in a form that your body recognizes, then your body can't absorb it. So there's so much science that goes into this lifelong vitality pack. I just learned something new about them yesterday. And I'm not going to remember it off the top of my head, and I'd butcher it. So I'm not going to try to get really specific about it, but it's the way they have formulated these items in there. Your body really sees them as food. So the way that they've combined them together, and the way that the base that they've put in there, which I don't remember the name of what that is, but they did that in the reason so that your body, when you take these internally, your body sees them as nutrients and food. And anything that's naturally based, your body knows what to do with, and it doesn't produce a side effect. We get side effects from things that are man-made and that are synthetic. But with your body seeing all of these micronutrients as coming from a food source, your absorption of this product is huge. So what you're getting from that 3-pack is your omegas, which are really important for heart and brain health. You're also getting in that alpha CRS blend all of the antioxidants that you need. So the things that Dr. Oz talks about that has to do, and Dr. Axe talks about for inflammation, bringing down inflammation, and things that are really important for like breast health in women, and things like that, they're in there. And they're also combined in a way that your body can absorb them really well, which is important. And then the one on the right is the multivitamin. It's a whole food-based multivitamin. So it's like kale and spinach and broccoli and carrots and that kind of source, so that when you take them, your body can absorb them. So a lot of times if you take multivitamins, even from a health food store, even expensive ones, you end up peeing out a bunch of yellow because your body's not absorbing all of that stuff. It's just getting excreted because your body doesn't quite know what it is, because a lot of it is from a synthetic source. But these, you're not going to find that, which is really cool. The one below that it talks about is Terrazyme, and this is a food enzyme. And what it does is help you break down the different proteins in the foods that you're eating. So if you notice that you have maybe a hard time breaking down beef or dairy or gluten, This can help your body break it down so your body doesn't have to produce so much acid to break it down. So if you yourself or you know anybody who has issues with the body producing too much acid, this is a fantastic product. It's such a great gift to anyone that suffers with that kind of condition. And taking the TerraZyme with your Lifelong Vitality Pack maximizes your absorption of that product as well. So it's really great to take this 3-pack and this TerraZyme together. You're going to be breaking down your food properly, your body can relax and not have to produce so much acid, and you're also absorbing all the nutrients from that. The one that it talks about next is their probiotic, and probiotics are really important for your immune system. If you know someone or you yourself find that you catch colds very easily, you get sick often, you feel run down a lot, it could be that your intestinal flora is not where it needs to be. So supplementing that with these probiotics helps boost your immune system, strengthen your immune system, and you're going to find that other things like your nails, your hair, your skin, they improve as well, because that's all part of your body functioning like it's supposed to. So these all together, really, really great addition to promoting health and vitality. The goal of the Lifelong Vitality Pack is to help you live younger longer, and that's what we all want. You want to live in a state of being, your healthiest form as long as possible. The longer we can extend that, the happier we'll be. And then the bottom here is the supplements they've put together for children or those who can't swallow capsules. So they've got a chewable multivitamin and a liquid omega. So if you've got children, super great addition to their diet, or if you know people that can't swallow capsules, then they can get their nutrients that way too. So over here it gives you recipes for smoothies, gives you an idea for a produce wash that you can make yourself with your lemon oil and use that to clean off your vegetables and your fruits. And then on this side, ideas of adding citrus oil to your water. So that's another really simple, easy change that you can do that makes a big impact on your health. So adding a citrus oil to your water in the morning and throughout the day is going to help your body filter out toxins. And just make sure that you're drinking it out of glass and not plastic, because plastic has its own toxins. We don't need to introduce that to our bodies. So just make sure if you're using citrus oil with your water that you're drinking it out of glass. Do you guys have any questions on this page? Good, okay. Next page, the next block on the pyramid was addressing exercise, our need to be out there and moving. On the bottom over here, it's talking about the Slim and Sassy Metabolic Blend. So that was a blend that was formulated for cleansing, for detoxing. It's got cinnamon in there that helps your body utilize blood sugar in the proper way. And it's got peppermint in there, which gives you energy, and it also helps curb your appetite for fatty and sugary foods. And it works, it's surprising, but when you're using it and you're consistent, you'll notice that your desire for high fat or sugary foods, the desire is just not there, which is really cool. You just crave like fruits and vegetables and salads, and it's really, really interesting once you're on it. So it does come in an oil form. You can add that oil to your water and drink it, or it comes in a gel cap, which has 5 drops of oil in it. Ideal application of that is taking either 3 to 5 drops of oil in your water and drinking that 20 minutes before a meal, or taking one of the gel caps 20 minutes before a meal. And that's going to help with that curbing of your appetite. So that's how you would use that. On the right side over here, it's just talking about daily wellness lifestyle habits. So 30 minutes of movement is great. Stretching, something like yoga, Pilates to increase flexibility. And then some products that are helpful if you're partaking in these activities is the Deep Blue Soothing Blend. So if you purchased any of the kits, this would have been in there either in the oil form or the lotion. And what it's great for is sore muscle and joints. So if you have the oil, you might want to mix it with some fractionated coconut oil And that way you can spread it over a larger area because you only need a couple drops of oil. And it's great for any sore muscle and joint. So whether it's your shoulders, your knees, your back, hips, whatever it is, just apply it directly to that area, and it's going to help with relieving pain. The next supplement that it talks about there is the Mito 2 Max, and that's their energy and stamina complex. What it is some of the ingredients of the Alpha CRS part of the Lifelong Vitality. That's the part of the Lifelong Vitality that gives you energy. Well, they've pulled that part that gives you that extra energy, and it's not a sugar, it's not a caffeine, it is going in and telling your mitochondria to reproduce. So they've pulled that out separately into this energy and stamina complex. So this is great for, if you are exercising, going for a hike, going to Disneyland. It's great for travel. I'm taking a bottle with me when we go out of the country next week. So there's gonna be long days, lots of learning, lots of walking. And so instead of having to drink soda and do that kind of thing to help with energy, we can take a complex like this instead. And what's nice about that is you don't get the crash later. There's no like sugar crash, caffeine crash. It's just going in and telling your body to produce energy. So there's no crash from that afterwards. The next one that it talks about is a really great product. This is the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. Polyphenols are being heavily studied right now for their extreme amount of benefits. So one of their benefits is helping to bring down inflammation in the body. So that's kind of how we were introduced to this product. That's why it's in the Deep Blue family, because Deep Blue is all about pain and inflammation. So the polyphenols in there help soothe aches and discomfort and support muscle and joints. So for anybody that's feeling any aches and pains, maybe you have old injuries, maybe lifestyle, maybe age is contributing to that, you take 2 of these per day, and it's going to help with bringing down inflammation in the body. The other thing that's really good and beneficial about polyphenols is their effect on the brain. So chronic high amounts of inflammation, they are starting to link with dementia and Alzheimer's. So to keep your brain healthy longer, we want to keep that chronic high level of inflammation in your body down. And that's another benefit of taking this product. So polyphenols on their own are a very expensive product. So this supplement is $60. It's $59.50. And what's nice about it is there are products that doTERRA has deeply discounted because they want everybody taking them on a daily basis. And this is one of them. So if you purchase the Lifelong Vitality Pack, you can add this supplement on, which is normally $60. You can add it on for $20. So it's a huge discount. It does a lot of great things for your body. So definitely think about adding that into your daily regimen, and your body will thank you for it because it's going to help it function as pain-free and with as little inflammation as possible. The next one it talks about is the Breathe. So if you got any of the packages, then you had Breathe in there. That's our respiratory blend. It's usually one of the favorites. It's so quickly effective, and you can see the benefits right away. So make sure you're using that. You can put a drop on your hand, rub your hands together, breathe it in. If you know somebody that has tight airways, they can breathe it in through their mouth, take the breathe into their lungs and help open up their airways that way. You can put it in the diffuser. This is the kind of year with spring coming and summer that stuff starts blooming and people's allergies start kicking up. So that's a really common one to use. And then at the bottom, it has the trim shake. So we do have a chocolate and a vanilla trim shake that you can mix with different fruits or whatever you like. And it's a meal replacement. So if you're looking to lose weight, that is an alternative that you can do. And it's got some great ingredients in there as well. Okay, so the next part of the pyramid that we were talking about was resting and managing stress. So sleep improves your mood, and it's when your body has the opportunity to repair and renew. It says here that the estimated that 80% of disease is the result of persistent stress. So stress is a killer. There's a reason that they say that. So it's really important to work on managing stress, but then also make sure that we're getting adequate rest. Because if you're not sleeping, it's kind of a cycle of, you're stressed out, so you don't sleep, and then you didn't sleep, so you're stressed out. So they kind of work together. So sometimes this is kind of hard to get balanced, but once you get it balanced, you'll see how much better it is for your body. So on the left there, they're talking about some of the favorites that people have. Of course, at the top, there's lavender, which if you got any of the packages, you're going to have lavender already. Hopefully you're using that. You can add a little bit to a spray bottle, mist your pillows. We do like a pillow spray. It's kind of nice to travel with something like that. If you're staying in a place that's not home, then you can mist your pillows and your sheets, and it helps you relax and fall asleep. You can put a drop on the bottom of each of your feet and rub it in, and that's going to help it circulate throughout your body and help relax your body. It also helps bring your cortisol levels down, which is really nice. So it helps with that stress hormone that gets released. It helps calm that down. And you can also add it to the diffuser. Serenity is the one next to it. It has lavender in it, but it also has a bunch of other oils too. It's the restful blend. So if you like the lavender family, you might want to branch off and explore Serenity for sleep as well. And then the capsules under that help promote deep sleep, and those are the Serenity gel caps. And it's a blend of different things in there that just help promote getting you to that REM sleep. REM sleep is where your body actually starts repairing. It's where your memories start getting stored from the day. So it's really important that we're getting that REM sleep. If we're not getting it, then our body is not getting the opportunity to repair. It's also not getting an opportunity to store our memories from the day. So that's when you find if you're not sleeping and you're forgetful and you have a hard time remembering things, it's because your body's not getting that opportunity to kind of catalog what happened during the day and store it because you're not in that deep sleep. The next one that it talks about is the blend is for relaxing, and that is wild orange and vetiver. Wild orange is still and probably will always be one of my favorites, and it's so inexpensive. It's like $10, and it's a great mood modulator. It helps bring you down if you're feeling high strung, and it helps lift you up if you're feeling down. So it's just all the oils are all about balancing your body, and orange is such a great example of that. And mixing it with vetiver, which is pictured next to it. Vetiver comes from the root of the plant, so it's very calming, very sedating. And mixing the two of them together, you can put it on the bottom of your feet, on your spine, and it's going to help relax your body quickly. The products that are listed under that is to help ease your breathing at night and boost your immune system. So if you are stuffed up and congested, or you notice that you have a hard time breathing, you're snoring at night, any of that is really interrupting your sleep, so you're not getting that good deep sleep. So that's why it's talking about, if you know you're congested, if you know that you snore, if you're keeping your partner awake because you snore, then that's something that you can use, and it's going to help open up your airways so that you have easy, deep breathing while you sleep, which is really good. And then putting On Guard on before you go to bed, it's going to give your body the tools it needs to go through and be killing things that aren't supposed to be there and helping get rid of them so your body stays healthy. And then at the bottom pictured is the Lumo diffuser. This is our diffuser that runs the longest. It runs up to 10 hours. And so just diffusing at night by your bed is a really great way to be getting that good aroma and all that feel-good stuff that's happening all throughout the night while you sleep. It's a really easy way to do it. It's also an easy way to introduce the oils to your partner if they're not completely on board, because they don't usually mind if that's going, especially if it's on your side of the bed. But they're going to be getting the benefits too. They're going to be getting the mood support. They're going to be getting the better sleep. They're going to be getting the more clear airways. So it's a good way to kind of introduce the oils to them. On the right side, it talks about emotional balance. So this is where we're getting into managing the stress levels that we have. This is our emotional aromatherapy kit, and it comes with 6 different really powerful essential oil blends. These pictured here are the 5 ml bottles. It's pure oil in there. There's no coconut oil or anything, so they're extremely potent. A little goes a long way. And you can see as you go around the circle, the different emotions that you want to feel less of, you can target and use that specific blend for that purpose. So console is the one that we go to for feelings of grief and sadness. If you've lost somebody, if there's been an accident, somebody's in the hospital, this is usually our go-to oil for that. And also cases of, like a divorce or something that's going on in the family, that's a nice comforting blend. The one next to it is forgive. And so that is for helping release anger and guilt and being able to move forward in life. And it's a very effective blend. So I really like to use this one with children, especially if they've been through some sort of trauma. It's kind of harder for them. It's hard for all of us, but for their little bodies to know how to deal with anger or guilt, or if something's happened in the family and they've taken on that guilt, how do they process it? So this oil blend's really going to help their body release and let go of that, which is so nice. Next to that is passion. That's the inspiring blend. So that's going to help you rekindle excitement in life. It's also going to help rekindle excitement in the bedroom. It's a multi-purpose oil. It's something that you can play around with in the diffuser or on your pulse points, like wrist, heart, behind the ears. That's a good spot. The next one in yellow there is cheer, and that's the uplifting blend. So you can see in the blue there, the different kind of emotions that it addresses. If you're distressed, if you're somber, if you just lost interest, kind of in life or your job or whatever, you can use cheer, and the blend of the citrus oils plus the spices are going to help bring back your joy for doing things. And then at the top is motivate, and this is the encouraging blend, and it's the blend of citrus and your mints. So anytime you have citrus oils, they're going to help elevate your mood, and mints are all about energy. So when you put that together, you've elevated your mood and given you some energy to do stuff. So motivate's a great one if you've got projects to get done, homework time, cleaning your house, anything that maybe you don't feel like doing. Motivate's a great one, or before you exercise or something like that. And then the last one there is peace, and that's the reassuring blend. So anytime you are feeling unsure about something, fearful, anxious, worried, this is the one that you're going to want to use. And it's just going to help return your body to a peaceful state, which is really nice. They also have this entire kit in pre-diluted 10 ml roller bottles. So kind of depends on how you want to use them. If you think you're going to be diffusing them, then you're going to want to get the pure oil and the 5 ml so you can pour it out into your diffuser. If you think you're going to be using it more topically, then the 10 ml rollers are great. You can keep them in your purse, and you literally have all these solutions on hand all the time. So if you meet up with a friend for lunch and they are, just a wreck and life is happening, and you want to be able to help them, now you can. If you get that call that something happened, somebody's in the hospital, and you want to help, you can. You can definitely show up and just swipe this on people, put it on their wrist, put it over their heart, put it on their hands, have them rub it together and breathe in, and there will be a change in their body. It will soothe and support them, which is a really nice thing to be able to do for people. Do you guys have any questions on this part? Okay. The next page here talks about reducing your toxic load. So like we talked about at the beginning, unfortunately, we are exposed to so many toxins on a daily basis. You think about, the air we're breathing, the water we're drinking. We've got, Bluetooth and all these waves coming through us all the time. So as much as we can reduce the toxicity that our body's having to deal with, the better. So again, it's mentioning all of these products here that it talks about are part of a 30-day cleanse that doTERRA promotes. And we have a whole separate webinar just on this topic because it's so important, and I get into explaining each of these supplements and what they do in the body, so I'm not going to do it right now. But if that's something that you're interested in and you want to learn more about it, it's already pre-recorded. You can just listen to it. We can send you the link if you're interested. But it talks about being able to cleanse your filtering organs. So that's your liver, kidney, gallbladder, lungs, and skin. How do you cleanse those? And then detoxing your body and helping to clean the intestinal tract and help clear it of candida. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely let us know and we can get that sent over to you. On the right side, it is talking about daily wellness lifestyle habits. So things we want to do, like making sure we're drinking enough water every day. That is so simple and such a great thing for your body and an easy change. If you're not doing it right now, make sure you're getting enough water. If you're drinking soda, make sure you're getting enough water, because unfortunately anything like soda, even my beloved coffee, they are very dehydrating to your body, and dehydration causes headaches and makes us feel more hungry than we are. So make sure you're getting enough water. And then it's going to talk about some of the products that doTERRA offers that are a more natural base than what we're getting at the store. So if you're talking about reducing your toxic load, anytime we're taking in toxins to our body, it's making our body work harder. Our body's trying to maintain a healthy state, but as we put lotions on and creams on and brush our teeth and wash our hair with products that have chemicals in it, now your body, instead of just repairing and keeping you healthy and helping you live long term, is having to fight off all of these chemical toxins. And a lot of them, if you look at them, they're carcinogens. So it's a really big deal. So the first one it talks about right there is the On Guard toothpaste. So On Guard is our really heavy hitter in combating germs and bacteria. And so getting that on your gums twice a day while you brush your teeth is really beneficial to your body. The next one that it talks about is the Virage Facial Kit. That is a plant-based essential oil infused natural skincare line. So as you start using the oils and you realize that what you put on your skin does end up inside your body, we feel the benefits of it, well then it's also going to be happening with what we're washing our face with, moisturizing our face with, serums that we're putting on our face. So the more natural you can go, the less amount of toxins that your body has to deal with. And then next after that is the shampoo and conditioner. So while you're sudsing up in the shower and all your pores are open on the top of your head and we're massaging in these different chemically based shampoos, well, it's also getting direct contact to your brain and different things. So being able, again, to reduce the amount of toxicity that we take in and instead have a shampoo and conditioner that have like rosemary and orange and things that are good for you, the healthier that you're going to be. Down at the bottom, it has the different cleaning products that doTERRA makes with the On Guard oil. So down here, there is an On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. This is a fantastic product. It's very economical. That bottle is $14, and you can make like 8 different full-size spray bottles of solution with it. And we clean everything with it. We also put a squirt in the dishwasher for hard water spots. You can clean your tile grout with it at full strength in a toothbrush. It's amazing. So that is something that you definitely want to try. And with that one bottle, we've gotten rid of Windex and Lysol and all the other stuff that we used to have is now replaced with On Guard, which is wild orange, rosemary, clove, like so much healthier than breathing in those chemicals that we used to clean with. You think about, you wipe down the surfaces in your kitchen and now you're setting your food on it and you're cutting it. And so just that amount of toxicity that you can reduce, really easy to do. Next to that, it has their laundry detergent, which is also a concentrate. So if you have a high efficiency washer, you're just using a tablespoon of the concentrate. And again, you're getting that germ killing ability of the On Guard and on your clothes, which is really nice. And then the last product over on the right is their On Guard foaming hand soap. And this is a really great product because, again, with the On Guard, because it's an oil base, It's leaving your natural oil barrier intact, and it's just killing the germs on the surface. So this is something great to have in the kitchen and the bathrooms, and a little goes a long way. So if you get it, you only need about half a pump of the foam, and you can, suds up your hands and get them washed that way. All right, so the next page here is talking about informed self-care. So these are just things that are really great to have on hand for things that pop up. Past tense is their blend for headaches and neck tension. So this is actually how I was introduced to doTERRA, because I used to get bad headaches. And it's something that you can apply to the back of your neck and to your temples, and it's going to help ease that head tension. So that's something I try to remember to always have in my purse, because you never know when a headache's going to pop up out of nowhere. And you can also, in a pinch, use it for bug bites. You can also use it if you have it on hand and you don't have deep blue. It is going to help with pain because it has past tense and wintergreen in there. The next one that it talks about is Correct X, and so that's like your natural Neosporin. It has all of the wonderful rare healing oils in there, like rose, helichrysum, myrrh. They are in this Correct X. So any kind of cuts, scrapes, burns, any kind of injury that you get, this is a really good, easy product to use. And you can also, in a pinch, you can use it for an under eye cream. It is very moisturizing, and it won't break out your skin. It's very healing with all of those oils in there too. The next one that it talks about is the On Guard beadlets. So this is a quarter drop of the oil in a little bead. And so this is something that you keep in your purse. That way, if you end up somewhere, like you're at the movies and the person behind you is coughing, or you go to the grocery store and the checker's coughing as she's ringing you up, then you can just pop one or two of these, and it's just going to wake your body up that, oh, hey, we're on high alert, something's going on, and it's going to start going to work. And then the last one is lavender, because that really does cover so many things. Having that with you, you can address, stress, anxiety, cuts, burns, a lot of different things just with that one bottle. So that's a good one to always have on you. What it shows over here is this keychain, and that's something that you can purchase through your shopping cart as well. I think it's around $6.50. And that way you get to choose your 8 favorite oils that you want to have on hand at all times. And it comes with that keychain holder and then 8 of the small vials, and you get to fill them with whatever you want. And then you put your stickers on there. And then there's a carabiner, so you can clip it on the side of your purse or on a backpack. These are really nice to send with kids. If your kids get to where they're using and enjoying the oils, and maybe they go for a camp out or a sleepover, or they're going to be away from you, they can have their own little oil stash that they can use. And eventually, if your husbands get using the oils, they may even request their own. So they do come in that lavender color, but they also come in a black bag too, just in case a man wants to use it as well, or if you don't like lavender. So then on the other page, the next page is really cool. It is targeted support. So it's going to go through different body systems and kind of give you just a really short cheat sheet of things that you could use. But as you're looking to address, your endocrine system or your skin and hair, your immune system, urinary tract, it's going to give you ideas of where to start on how to support that body system. If you're supporting that body system, it can go stronger and healthier, and hopefully symptoms that you have of things that aren't functioning right can start to lessen as your body has the tools that it needs to repair. But the one that we're going to focus on is over on the right. It is the DDR Prime, and it's under nervous system. Reason being, this is a really important product, and I think it was something that we really need to talk about, because in today's day and age, like we've mentioned before, we are exposed to an inordinate amount of toxins. And what that's done is your cells are turning over all the time. And they're also getting damaged on a daily basis from different things. What they're supposed to do is when a cell gets damaged, it's supposed to either repair itself or self-destruct and go away. But because of the toxicity that we have in our body, they're not doing that, and damaged cells are replicating damaged cells. And what that does is create tumors and growths and things in our body that we don't want. So this blend, DDR Prime, is something that we can all take every day. And what it does is it goes through cell by cell and says, okay, you're damaged but repairable, fix yourself. Or you're too damaged, self-destruct and go away, don't turn into something else. And so that's why for preventative measures, it's a really great thing, a really great tool to give your body every day to use. So that's something that we can use like on a preventative basis, or if you know people that have gone through chemo, after the end of the chemo treatment, they're left with millions of dead cells. So after chemo, left with lots of dead cells. And what we want to do is help clean those dead cells out and promote new healthy cells growing. And so that's a really great blend to have them add into what they're doing to help support that. So we can get rid of the dead ones and then have the new ones that are growing be good healthy cells. So DDR Prime, it comes in a gel cap so that you can swallow it. That is the preferred delivery system by Dr. Hill. But if you can't swallow capsules, they also make it in a liquid form so that you can still use it. You could add it to water, or you can put it topically on your area of concern or on the bottom of your feet to travel throughout your body. It's the only one of our oils that comes in a 30 ml bottle. And reason for that is Dr. Hill really wants everybody taking it every day, whether you can swallow capsules or you can't. And so that's why it's in that large size bottle, so you can take it every day. So make sure that it's, hopefully at some point that's something that you can incorporate into your lifestyle just to help promote healthy cell production and help support your brain and your nervous system too. Okay, so inside this booklet is this nice little sheet. It kind of covers a lot of the stuff that we talked about today. So if there were products that you heard about that you want to try, you can print this page out, check them off. That way you remember, because sometimes time goes by and we're like, oh, I want to try something, but I don't remember what it was. So this will help you remember what it is that you wanted to try. And then you can just start accumulating these products over time. And what we're going to show you next is the best way to maximize ordering so that you get the most amount of free stuff back. And another thing that it has on here is just for you, and that is targeted support. What did we talk about today that maybe are your next 3 things that you really want to target for yourself? And so just make a note of that. That way, whoever introduced you to doTERRA can help you come up with a wellness plan that we're going to look at next. That's really specific to you and your needs so that you can achieve the goals that you're looking for. So that's what this wellness consult is here. So this is something that I highly recommend. You have the opportunity to talk with somebody who has a good essential oil knowledge base. And so take advantage of it and have them talk about what your top 3 goals are for you and your family. And then they'll help you map out a 90-day plan on what you can start taking, when you take it, how often you take it, so that you can achieve the natural solution that you're looking for. And then you can even fill in like morning, afternoon, and evening. What are you doing? And so it's just like when you take anything, consistency is key. So if you are targeting and working on something, if you're just doing it sporadically, you're going to see some benefit, but you're not going to see the true benefit of consistent use. And so mapping out this plan will help you get organized and help you remember what you're supposed to be doing. And then if there's other wellness choices that are going to help you towards your goal, like maybe we were talking today and you thought, oh my gosh, I really do need to drink more water. Or I do drink water, but I could add a citrus to it and that would make a big difference. Or maybe you don't get enough sleep and you realize you need to work on that. So whatever that is that you can do to support your goal, make a note of that. And then they can also help you break down whatever it is that you need to meet your goal. You can make a list of all the different products you need to make your goal, and then break it up into monthly orders to maximize the amount of free stuff that you can get back. And I'm going to talk about that on the next page so you kind of understand what I'm talking about. But you can have it all mapped out in one sit down with somebody. You can have your priorities, your plan, and your next 3 orders all mapped out so you know what you're doing, so that when they leave, you still have a sheet so you know what you're doing and you don't forget. And then you have this sheet over here that kind of has most of the oils and some of their products on there. So as you're collecting, as you're growing your collection, just check off what you have so that you know what you have on hand. That way, if you're looking up something and you go to the book and it says that you need rosemary, and you're like, I don't remember if I have rosemary, you can look here and see, oh yeah, I've checked that off. I got that in my order. Okay, so this talks about with your membership that you have, you get wholesale prices for a year. That's what this is right here. You get 25% off retail for a year. You have the option to just order whenever you want. That's called a standard order. You can order here and there, totally fine. But you do have the option to join the loyalty rewards program. So I wanted to make sure that you understand what that is, because that's something that the person who introduced you and myself, that's something we're all a part of, because it's a very generous program. And we're actually now saving 55% off retail. And I've got, you learn and you gain these points that you get to save up, and it's like free money that you get to use towards oil. And so it's a really great program. So I'm going to explain a little bit about how it works. So the loyalty rewards program, you can sign up for it once you log in. So you guys all have your own ID number and password. That takes you into your specific shopping cart. Once you're in there, you can either place a one-time order. That just means you're going to order whenever you want. Or you can sign up for the loyalty rewards program and you're going to choose your shipping date. That is the date your order will ship on that month and the following months if you don't change it. It's a very customizable program. You can change your date whenever you want. You change what's in your shopping cart whenever you want, but you get perks by buying through this system. So down here, it gives you a cheat sheet of what some of those perks are. So if you order, you have to order something every month to stay in the program, because it's a rewards program for ordering monthly. So you have to order something every month. But as long as you're ordering one thing or more, then you're going to get your shipping back in points. So it's basically like free shipping. So if you order, say, a bottle of lemon and your shipping is $3.99, then you're going to get 4 points put in your account the following month that's worth $4 in free oil. So it's like your shipping's free. So that's a nice perk of being part of the loyalty rewards program. If you're just doing standard orders and ordering here and there, you don't get your shipping back. So with this, you're going to get your shipping back in points, which is really cool. If you order 50 PV or more per month, then the months that you do that, you're going to also earn between 10 and 30% back in points as well. It depends on how long you've been in this program. So when you first join, you start earning back at 10%. Every 3 months, you order 50 PV or more, you move up in this progression until you max out at 30. So if you ordered 50 PV every single month after a year, you'd be getting 30% back every time you ordered in points, which is like cash you can use towards free oils. So for instance, right now, if we order 100 PV in oils, I get 30 PV back, 30% back that I get to use towards free product. So it builds up really quickly. I basically can get a free frankincense every other month. So it's a really generous program. So it's definitely something that you want to look into. They also have a free oil of the month. It's called free product of the month. And you get that if you order 125 PV or more by the 15th of the month. So if you order before the 15th of the month and it's 125 PV or more, doTERRA gives you a free product every month. We find out what it is on the first of the month, and that gets included with your order. So like, for instance, this month, it's a bottle of rosemary. So if you order 125 PV by the 15th of the month, you're going to get a free bottle of rosemary plus your points, plus your shipping back and points. So you can see how it really adds up. And that way you can get like helichrysum or sandalwood or melissa, some of the more expensive oils, you can actually earn them for free. And one of the things that we've done since we've started with doTERRA is because we were looking to reduce toxicity in our home, and also for the convenience of I can just order it online and it shows up at my door. I don't have to go to the store. We've replaced stuff that used to go to the store for. So like our toothpaste, our laundry detergent, our hand soap, shampoo and conditioner, all of that stuff that I'd have to drive to the store for, we now get it from doTERRA. It is much higher quality. It's free of a lot of the chemicals that the stores have, and I'm also getting points back, 30% back from my order that I get to use towards the oils that I want. So no matter how long you shop at Target, they're never gonna start rewarding you for coming in. So just think about that, because it really does add up, and you're not adding an expense to your life, you're just changing where you're spending that money. Instead of spending it at Target, I now spend it with doTERRA. And because I do that, I'm getting higher quality, less toxic products, and I'm getting 30% back every single time I order. So it's a really good deal. What this is showing you over here is that Lifelong Vitality Pack, which we talked about. Those are those 3 bottles. And this is their bundle. This is something that they also offer if you're part of the Loyalty Rewards program. You can add up to 3 of any of these products for a major discount. So like the probiotics, they are normally $34.50. You can add it on for $20. The Terrazyme, which is your food enzyme, is normally $37.50. You can add it on for $20. And the Deep Blue polyphenols that are normally $60, you can also add on for $20. And also the kids supplements you can add on, or any of these over here. So every time you order your Lifelong Vitality, you can order up to 3 more of those at a discount. And so every month we usually get the Deep Blue, Terrazyme, and PB Assist plus our Lifelong Vitality. There's some people, maybe people that have arthritis or they have a lot of inflammation, they get all 3 of their additional products as the Deep Blue. And that's fine too. You can mix and match however you want it. But that's a huge savings if you think they got 3 bottles at $20 a piece instead of $60 a piece, and they're using it for trying to bring down inflammation in their body. So that's just another benefit of being part of the Loyalty Rewards program. So make sure if you're not on there and you do think that you're going to be ordering pretty consistently, that you join so that you're getting your shipping back in points, you're earning points towards free product. If you happen to order 125 by the 15th, you're getting the free oil of the month. And then about once every quarter, and they're doing it right now, they have a 200 PV promotion. So what that means is if you order 200 PV or more, you get a lot more free stuff. So that's going on right now. So make sure, and if you're gonna do that, then order it by the 15th, and you're gonna get the product of the month for free, plus the 200 PV promo oils. It's a lot of free stuff. So if you have any questions about that, definitely talk to the person who got you started, and they can help you set that up. The first time you set it up, it's kind of nice to do it with somebody. They can kind of walk you through how to do it, but after that, it's really simple to go in and make changes whenever it is that you want to. Do you guys have any questions on any of this so far? I think let me exit out of here. Okay, now we'll go to the chat box here. Okay, so I can't see the chat box while I have the PowerPoint going, so I'll go back through your questions right now. Does the Digestin Terrazyme help with lactose intolerance? Yes, it does. It's really great for that. It is a mixture of different enzymes that help you break down the different proteins in food, lactose being one of them. So yeah, definitely give it a shot. Best delivery is if you can take it 20 minutes before you're going to eat something that bothers you, before your meal, because then it's in your system. But there's many times we've had a lot of experience with this with my husband because he has a really sensitive stomach, that even after he's eaten something that bothers him, he can take it and it still is beneficial. But if you can remember to take it before, that's best.
Okay, Beth Ann.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not sure how to type in my question on here.
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
just ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
So I was wondering, so on the Vitality Pack, so instead of taking your multivitamin, the Vitality Pack would replace that?
Yes.
Okay, that was my question.
Yep. Yes. And then, okay, is this good for one who already has arthritis? I'm guessing you were talking about the deep blue, and yeah, for sure, most definitely. The other thing that, I mean, the Lifelong Vitality Pack, you guys, it is so helpful. I'm trying to say this in a compliant way. It gets the most people off of things that they don't want to be taking, because you're now giving your body the support it needs to do the repairing that it wants to do. It just can't do it because it's so tired and run down. But once you're on that pack, you'll notice that a lot of things start improving overall in your health. And the longer you're on it, the more benefits you see. So with that Lifelong Vitality Pack, if you're going to be trying it, and I hope you do, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you try that for 30 days, you can mail back empty bottles and they would give you your money back if you don't feel less inflammation and more energy. And so as you're starting to introduce this to your system, just a tip is I usually tell people to take one of each of the bottles. So that does 3 different bottles. I don't have it in here right now, but one of each of them per day, just to introduce it to your body. And then the next week you can go up to 2 of each per day, maybe 1 set with breakfast and 1 set with lunch. And if you're a person in normally good health, then that might be enough for you. I'm on the go a lot, and so I do 3 sets per day. So I take another set at about 2 in the afternoon when you kind of get tired, and that will help you. For anybody who has any kind of ongoing health condition, the full dose is 4 sets per day, and you need all 4 sets. So if you are, someone like you had mentioned, arthritis or maybe autoimmune or something like that, you need all 4 sets per day because your body's already compromised in that way. So it needs all the support it can get. But if you're in generally good health, some people get by with 2 sets per day. They have enough energy. Some people do 3. But if you've got something going on, then you want to do 4. Right. And the essential oils don't have the side effects that medication has, true. So where side effects come from is anytime you introduce something not natural, something man-made, something synthetic to your body, there always has to be a side effect. It's the law of nature. So because it's not something naturally occurring in nature, and we are, if you take it in, your body can use it. They're helpful. It maybe helps with the pain, maybe it's doing something else, but it could upset your stomach. It could constipation, diarrhea, like those are the easy ones, right? And then you hear about the side effects like on the commercials. And so anytime you are, that's where the side effects come from medication, is just the fact that it's not occurring in nature. It's something man-made. And so your body can utilize it for what it's there for, but then there's pieces of it that it can't, and it doesn't quite know what to do with them. And that's where those side effects come from. With the essential oils, they're carbon-based. They come from the earth. We're carbon-based. We come from the earth. So when you take them on or put them in your body recognizes all the components in there right away. And it just uses what it needs and it gets rid of what it doesn't. So it makes it really easy on your body. It doesn't stick around in your body. It's not hard on your organs. Your body just uses it for what it needs it for and gets rid of it. Good questions. Do you guys have any others? Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording. Thanks for being with us, but we can hang out for a second.